Welcome to the Hillers True Value pregame show. Hillers is your Milwaukee Tool headquarters. Stop at Hillers now and get $100 off your next Milwaukee Tool purchase. No trade-ins needed, and Hillers will not be undersold. Hillers True Value on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. Here are Marshfield Tigers Ryan Krieger and Alex Steins, along with head coach Denny Gadel. Ryan, 2-0 in the season. Got things going the right way. How was practice this week?
Practice has been going pretty well. We kind of got messed up with the weather, but other than that, I feel like we've been going pretty strong. We were a little sloppy in warm-ups and stuff after that, but as practice kept going on, we started to get into it again.
Hortonville coming up on Friday. As you've been a Tiger, you've lost every game to Hortonville so far. What's it take to change that?
I really want to go out and get this one more than any of them. Last year, I feel like we definitely could have taken them, but we were pretty sloppy in the second half, and I feel like this year we're definitely going to go out and at least give them a run for their money, and I'm pretty sure we're going to come out with a W.
So defensively this year, you've allowed 6 points in each game. So talk about the defense and what are the goals besides just getting the ball back to the offense right away?
I feel like his goals is just to have everybody do their job and to just keep firing out those 3 and outs and limit the amount of plays that they have.
Had a defensive score last week. What's that mean to the team overall when the defense chips in?
Well, that really motivates us as far as just getting out there and getting ready to go.
Coach talked about adapt and change and prevail. How did that kind of wash over you as he was saying that?
Well, just watching film, you know, these guys look a little bigger and slower. So to our advantage is, you know, we might not be as big, but we're a little bit faster than them. So we're probably going to use that to our advantage.
Well, it's a big confidence booster. I mean, you played your 2 games, and you know you get your things you've worked on the whole preseason and everything we've been doing, and it's kind of working the way we want it to work. Kids are getting it. We're putting some kids in some spots, and they're figuring some things out. They're guys that are backing up are doing a great job. So our second dudes and guys that are got to go in different positions. We're doing a lot of changing in practice, so we're getting a lot of good reps. How's that?
Yeah, since conference realignment 4.5 years ago, played Hortonville 4 times, lost all 4. What's the difference now this Friday?
Well, thanks for bringing up the bad memories. I'll tell you what. No, the difference this time is that we're going after them again, and we get another chance. And hopefully we're on a roll. They're on a roll. They're 2-0 just as well. They played the same teams we did. So it's going to be, you know, it's at our house. That's a big feather in our hat for this week. But we're going to try to give it our best, and it's going to be a great game.
After practice, you talked to the team about change, adapt, prevail. Give us that 30-second speech here.
Yeah, you're throwing me under the bus again, aren't you? So, I don't know, adjust, adapt, and overcome. Stuff just happens, and you got to deal with it. And, you know, we started out the practice kind of a little bit lackadaisical, and I just had to tell the dudes that, you know, you're not as good as you think you are, and you know, we're going to be better if you keep working hard, and you have to adjust to situations that arise, and you got to overcome those things. And in the end, if you keep doing that, you're going to prevail at some point, and let's hope it's this week Friday.
Welcome to the Hillers True Value pregame show. Hillers is your Milwaukee Tool headquarters. Stop at Hillers now and get $100 off your next Milwaukee Tool purchase. No trade-ins needed, and Hillers will not be undersold. Hillers True Value on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. Our live streams tonight, Marshfield versus Hortonville and Edgar versus Tomahawk. All games are found on ZaleskiSportsShow.com. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, and today's Coach on the Couch is Marshfield Tiger football coach, Denny Gadel. Coach, thanks for being here today.
You bet. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun. We're going to learn a little bit about you. Probably going to learn a lot about Marshfield Tiger football and maybe some other things. Who knows?
Let's keep it at a minimum.
We'll see what we get into. So just starting off, Coach, people that are new to the audience or maybe new to Marshfield Tiger football, how many years you've been coaching, and then what keeps you motivated to keep coming back?
This is my 25th year of coaching. I coached, I think this is my 8th, 9th, or 10th year, something like that, as head coach, but everything kind of melds together after a while. Mm-hmm. But I guess what keeps you motivated is we have a great staff and a great group of guys that are really loyal people and good friends of yours, so it's pretty easy to come back and be with the guys, so to speak. And motivation is just also, I'm a football guy and a teacher, so they go hand in hand. Teacher, coach, teacher. I take my strategies of coaching into my classroom. I take my classroom strategies into coaching on the field. And it pretty much really revolves or evolves into I really don't work ever a day in my life, and I've come to that conclusion. A lot of people tell you if you don't go to work and it feels like work, you're in your perfect job. And I think I have a perfect job. But it's a culmination of community in Marshfield, and it's a culmination of your friends. Mm-hmm. And the most important person in your life is your wife, and she's a football girl, and she loves it, and keeps me motivated. And she's my rock, and she's the person that gives me information on how to find Zaleski Sports on Facebook. How's that? Things like that. So, yeah, the grandpa reference. Fan. Yeah, number one fan.
And then, speaking of that, so you said that, you get to see those kids grow. So some of those kids that played youth football a number of years ago, they were juniors and seniors on the team last year. And that team last year, you started out 3-3, and then you just exploded. You won 3 in a row, combined score of 107-6 in those last 3 regular season games. How do you describe that difference from the first set of games to those next set?
Well, again, without going into a whole evolution of what you teach and what you coach, it's our culture, and it's the thing that our seniors did. Like I said, we talk culture all the time in our program, and we have our words that we live by, and we just had to start, going back and tapping into some of those words and dig down deep. And, we lost one of our best players that played for us in Quinton. And the kids rallied around, and let's do it for him, and let's play for us, and do the things that we got to do to make this ship, get righted. And then I go to my coaching staff, because our defensive coaches really dug down. I mean, there's a lot of things that change and evolve in a team and in a program. And when you lose somebody, you got to start. Okay, what are we going to move to next? And Coach Len and Chris Berg and John Boyle, Matt Immerfault and Ben Corcoran, those guys. They put their heads together, and Lenny did something he's never done in his life, because he's a pretty rock-solid defensive guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to beat you with what I do mentality. But he kind of said, once we lost a big cog in our system on defense, he just said, dudes, we're going to start doing a little bit different things. And he really opened up the can of blitz when we started going into our run. And 6 points, and you said 6. I didn't even know that stat, buddy. So it's kind of cool. But our dudes, and we ended up with an all-conference linebacker and an honorable mention outside linebackers. Yeah. And that all come from the scheme that was employed. And it's a big shout out to our defensive staff, Len, and all the guys that I mentioned before. But they made it happen, and I'm hoping that it carries over right now. I mean, we offensively this year, if we talk about stuff like that, I'll probably in a second, but we can't move the football on our defense, and if the defense doesn't let anybody score, we can score 2 points, and they can score interceptions, and we can win football games.
Yeah,
so
increase your chances.
Yeah, man, defense wins championships, and you got to live by that. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're banking on, and hopefully it works out for us. So that was what got us in that big turnaround, and we built on something bad that happened to us, and we love our guys, and he got all fixed up. He's gone off to college in Winona, so he's good as he's ever been, and he's going to keep playing. I haven't talked to him since he went away. That was just on Sunday, but I'm sure we'll connect soon. But anyway, that's what did it for us, and we just went on a rampage, and we ran into a good team at Holman, and we lost our playoff game.
Yeah. So with that being said, so now you've got a group of juniors that turn into seniors, sophomores that turn into juniors, and they've got that playoff experience. We've moving into 2018 now. As these guys kind of come into this next year, we've got a whole group of live stream games that are going to be available all year, featuring Marshfield Tiger football. You can find those live streams on ZaleskiSportsShow.com or check out Facebook at Zaleski Sports. And then new this year, Coach, we've got a fall sports magazine, and we'll do those seasonally. But I'll kind of reveal the first cut of the magazine. This will be available at places all over Central Wisconsin, starting on August 16th and 17th at Baltus, Provision, and Heartland Co-op gas stations, and a whole bunch of other places. But right there on the first edition cover, I think you probably know that kid.
That's pretty good one.
That's a pretty good one, huh?
That's a pretty good one.
So senior Ryan Krieger, talk about some of the other seniors on the team.
Well, I guess you got to talk about Ryan right away. I mean, talk about a dude he started for 3 years, and I knew the guy because he played baseball with my kids and all kind of youth football things, and he's one of those guys that was good enough to play up, was moved up in baseball things, and he's just really a diehard competitor, and that's a a great thing to have as your quarterback. So you can, give him, duties to do, and he fulfills them and does them with, great passion and all kinds of the things that you can put in the words for him. But he's just he's a good one, and a really good one, and he's going to lead our team. There's no doubt this year. I mean, we're doing a lot of things with him now because of the 3 years, and we put a bunch more responsibility on his shoulders. That things that he's going to do. I mean, he's going to be calling plays at the line of scrimmage sometimes, and when we're in a hurry-up offense situation, he's calling all the plays. So it's a big deal for him right now, and that senior leadership is shining through, and he's going to lead us, hopefully to a great record and hopefully into the playoffs. And now a new goal is get a playoff win. So it's been a while since we've had a playoff win in Marshfield, and we're trying. And we're not like we're saying, hey, I hope we do this and get lucky. But no, we got to get it done, and we're going to put the weight on his shoulders. But talking about some other kids, seniors, Brant Bowman he's a star in the state of Wisconsin right now. People know who he is. They know his name. I went to a camp with him this summer. We went to North Dakota, and people like him there and things like that. So he's making a name for himself, and he's going to be a good one. He's going to tote the rock, and he's going to get yards for us. But you also got to look at his other two buddies in the backfield for us, Caden Pierce and Isaiah Byroll. That'll be our complement of our three backs that are seniors. We have other juniors that are going to fill in and put some time in too. But talk about kids that are working hard and really quick and fast. And Isaiah's turned into a pretty good-looking fullback type deal. We don't call them fullbacks; they're two backs for us, but does a lot of different things. We're finding ways to get each guy the football. Well, there's three of them, and there's only one football plus Ryan Emick's 4-1. So it's a tough thing. But our whole offensive line is going to be our road to the playoffs if we get there, and hopefully a conference championship first is what we're trying to get. But they're all seniors. We've got a whole load of seniors on the offensive line. They've been there before. They know what's going on. They're going to still make mistakes, even though they don't want to. They're still going to make mistakes, but doggone it, the probability goes way down when they're a whole bunch of seniors and have played for a couple years. So we're pretty excited about those guys. And Coach Hartwig, he lays down the line to those guys. I mean, it's you. It's what makes our team go. And he's done a great job. Him and Jimmy Sadowska is our JV coach, and they're both offensive line guys. So, they work their tails off to get these guys ready. As you go further outside, our receivers, there's where we have one senior guy, Preston Wagner, and then Isaac Beverden, who started last year for us as well, junior. And then my son even made a chance to give himself a chance to play football this year. He's another receiver. And then Sam Hinson. And let's go. I got Mason Coffrin's another receiver. I'm trying to remember all the guys, but it gets to be a bunch. But we have a ton of good receivers, and it's kind of going to be fun. I looked at a set that we can put out on the field, and they're all 6'1" up to 6'4" receivers in one set. So hopefully they have some out there somewhere. They have shorter cornerbacks, and maybe we can take advantage of that. So that's going to be fun working with that kind of group of kids. Our defense, like I said, special defense, and Lenny and John and Matt and Ben Corcoran, those guys got a lot to work with, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Our defensive ends, try to get some guys' names. Stanek and Steins are two defensive ends for us, and Zamborski and the Kildall boys. There's two brothers. They're big kids, but they're juniors, which is nice, and some of the only juniors on the defense. You go to linebackers, Ben Gust, another junior. Yep. Alex Werman, and then our missile rocket, all kinds of crazy words you can put in his name. Bentley Schwanenbeck, our missile guy, he's all over the field. He's a guy that just makes every tackle that's out there, and we got some corners out there. Riley Bouchak is a corner, and you got Specht is out there. Then you go to Nolan Hurdle and Jackson Ott. That gives me a whole defense. And I struggled there, but holy cow, you guys can cut and get that done.
We got it through, though.
Yes, but we got it out there. But a really nice defense, and seniors with a couple juniors sprinkled in to make things happen and give some time to switch guys out. But there's another few guys on the sidelines waiting to get in there too.
Well, Coach, I'm 43, so I don't think I have any eligibility left, but if I did, darn it, I would play for you. I have no doubt about that.
That's good.
So we're watching Coach of the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski. We're visiting with Marshfield Tiger head coach Denny Gadel. Coach, we talked a little bit before about some of the live streams we'll do. Live streams, again, available at ZaleskiSportsShow.com. And check in every Friday morning for our Facebook, our football schedule on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. One of those games is this Friday against Oshkosh West. And we're looking forward to it. We get all pumped up too, right? We do practice. We came out to the scrimmage with you. We did our practice while you guys were practicing. We're all set. So last season on the road against Oshkosh West, beat them 38-31. What's the plan going in this year?
Hopefully the same thing. Hopefully they don't earn 31 points on the Friday night. That would be nice. But no, they're a good team again. And watching film and studying what they do, they're a passing team. So that's kind of makes it nice for our defense because they've been really cranking. And we pass the football, so it's better in practice that they get some time. But it's kind of hard to get any balls off in practice because of what they do. We don't get much time to pass. So it's going to be fun. Their offense, again, is their quarterback that runs it again, and they got a couple good receivers that they're going to chuck the ball over the field. So the game might take longer. You guys might be on the air longer this week, but and defensively, they're changing their defense up from what they did last year. Now it's what we call a 3-3, 3-5-3 turns into a 3-3 in different sets. It's different than what we've seen before, so that's kind of a good challenge for you as a coach. We got to learn something new. We're looking at different things. It kind of limits your offense a little bit in what you do, so that makes it easier in a sense because you don't have to worry about all the things you want to coach. You just cut it down and get to the things that are going to work for you. And we work on the different sets and rotating kids in and out so we get more kids chance to touch the football, more kids in the game. So that's going to be on Ryan's shoulders again to understand and recognize, and it's kind of nice to see him. His backup, Will Voss, I forgot to mention him, but he's the backup kid and a very capable dude. Came back to football last year after missing a year. It's going to be pretty cool to have him get a chance, I hope, and get some things in there and get him into the game and do some things with him. But it'll be fun for our kids this week and hopefully fun for the fans if they get out and watch the football game. Yeah, well, like I said, we're really looking forward to it. Looking forward to the whole season, Coach. We think you're going to have a lot of good success. Again, this game that we're talking about against Oshkosh West is at home, Marshfield Beal Stadium. Last year for Beal Stadium here in 2018. So get down, cheer on these Tigers. If you can't make the game, live streams available again at ZaleskiSportsShow.com. This has been Coach on the Couch with Marshfield Tiger head coach Denny Gadel. We'll see you next time. Welcome to the Hillers True Value pregame show. Hillers is your Milwaukee Tool headquarters. Stop at Hillers now and get one. Coach, real quick. Well, we'll be okay. We just gotta wait for Trevor to Trevor, you ready? Got a national anthem coming up here. We'll go real fast. Okay. As soon as he gives us, As soon as he gives me the signal, if we get it. Sorry, it wasn't out.
No, we're okay. All right, Coach, big game here coming up. Hortonville, we're just seconds away. Schuler on the other side, big-time tackler, gets after the quarterback. How will he factor in your game plan?
Well, we're going to try to run away from the guy, but hopefully we can get after him and do the best that we can possibly do to perform our game plan and get it done.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. All right, guys, we'll be back after the National Anthem.
Profanity, racial, sexist, or other ethnic comments or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the side of competition.
All right, guys, Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show. Thanks for joining in tonight. Trevor is producing. Rachel's down on our field camera. And we've got a good game for you here. Marshfield Tigers, Hortonville Polar Bears. As we watch the Polar Bears come onto the field now, and we're just about ready for football here. Just a couple minutes away. We just talked to Coach Denny Gadel, Marshfield Tiger head coach Denny Gadel, and we asked him about big number 50, Colin Schuler, linebacker for these Polar Bears. 13 tackles on the year, 3 sacks. And certainly somebody that the offense is going to have to keep an eye on, and I'm sure they've seen him. I mean, he's a senior, so they've seen him a few times. For Hortonville also, on offense, quarterback Kyle Allen leads the team in passing. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the year, 187 yards through just 2 weeks. Pretty good numbers through 2 weeks of play, especially in high school football. And we'll keep an eye on receiver number 21, Braden Valevsky. 4 receptions on the year, all coming from quarterback Kyle Allen. For the Marshfield Tigers, it's really a story about defense. We'll get to them in just a second. Offensively, they are led by number 4, senior quarterback Ryan Krieger. Krieger did a nice job so far this year. A couple touchdown passes to his credit. Running game, though, is really where most of the offense happens for the Tigers. Bram Bowman, 46 yards on the season. Caden Pierce, 83 yards. On the defense, as I mentioned, that's really where the story is. They've given up only 6 points in each of their first 2 games. Justin Stanek last week had a pick 6. He contributed on the scoreboard with a defensive touchdown. And Ben Gust, 8 tackles for the Tigers, and they've got all kinds of defensive talent on the ball. We'll talk about their defense as this game goes on. I have no doubt about that. If you're watching the pregame show, you saw us talk to defensive end senior Alex Steins. Steins, big-time player here for the Tigers this year in his senior year. And we just think it's one of the defenses that you're going to hold in high regard in this 2018 football season all across the state of Wisconsin. And it is really the reason these Tigers are out to a 2-0 start. And the big reason why I said they've only given up 6 points in each of their first 2 games. Defense doing its job big time here for the Tigers. As we see the Tigers come to the 30-yard line, get their last words of wisdom from each other and get ready for football here. We are at Beal Stadium, soon to be extinct, so we'll call it famed historic Beal Stadium. This is the last year for Beal, and the countdown now is on after this game. Only 3 games left here at Beal Stadium before they shut it down permanently. And you can check out our story on Facebook, just published yesterday over at Zaleski Sports, and talking about 100 extraordinary women and the fundraising goals that are taking place for the new athletic facility here in Marshfield. $7 million is the goal, and they're just about there. They're over $6 million. And the 100 Extraordinary Women fundraising campaign. The campaign was set out to find 100 extraordinary women in the Marshfield area, each to donate $1,000 and a $100,000 fundraising goal. Well, that's been met. 138 now. Women have all pledged $1,000, so $138,000 added to the tank as the stadium is construction's underway. Lots of work being done out at the high school, so we look forward to that. But for this year, Beal Stadium football is what it's all about, and it's Tigers Polar Bears as both teams are on the field now for the opening kickoff. Jaquan Owens and Brandon Valevsky back deep for the Polar Bears. Other live stream games tonight. You found this one. You can find the other one. Go to ZaleskiSports.com. Click on Live Sports, and you can watch the Tomahawk Hatchets take on the Edgar Wildcats, number 1 ranked Edgar Wildcats, and Steve Maves on the call up in Edgar. So I say put both games on. We're ready for football, and kickoff is here, and Coffrin sends it, and we are underway. Ball taken there by Valevsky at the 8-yard line. Comes near side. He's got a hole here. Coffrin lines him up and brings him down at the 39-yard line, right at the 40. Mason Coffrin got in the way there just in time as Valevsky had a head of steam coming down the near side here. As it is, a nice 23-yard return. 33-yard return sets up the Polars at the 40-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 from there. Nice piece of running, and you see why we called out Brandon Valevsky on the pregame show. So he's definitely going to be somebody to keep an eye on here as the Polars go on offense here for the first time. Kyle Allen in the shotgun, more of a pistol formation. And the snap here, pass is on the way from Allen, broken up. A nice defensive play there by the Tigers, and you're going to hear me say that a lot today. Nice defensive play as Caleb Specht broke up the pass, and we've got a Polar down on the ground. Looks like he might have just got the wind knocked out of him there, and so we'll keep an eye on him as he's being tended to. But it's all the signs of the wind being knocked out of him on the first play of the game here, and it's an Allen incompletion to get us started. Tigers were all over that one. 2 in coverage, and Specht with the breakup on the play. Only 10 seconds off the game clock here in the first quarter. Again, thanks for joining us. Highlights, all kinds of highlights out there right now, too, while we're in action. That was Valevsky that went down. He's back on his feet now, and will walk off the field. Again, looked like he just had the wind knocked out of him. So no harm, no foul there. And so again, highlights all over the place. Check out any one of our Zaleski Sports networks. Just go to Facebook, type in Zaleski Sports. And you can see highlights. We did all kinds of stuff yesterday. Marshfield Spash, soccer, Rapids, Marshfield volleyball, Stratford, Columbus Catholic volleyball, Neilsville, Assumption volleyball, and we even did a little football on Thursday night. The Spencer Columbus Rockets took out their aggression on the Fall Creek Crickets as the handoff here up the middle to Concepcion. And he is stopped after a 2-yard gain. Jose Concepcion there with the 2-yard pound up the middle, and it's 3rd and 8 upcoming. So all those games, all highlights, ready for you right now. Let's go to Facebook, type in Zaleski Sports, and find the highlight you like. And there'll be highlights of this game coming up later tonight, along with, as the aforementioned other live game, Tomahawk at Edgar. But we're expecting a good one here. That's why you tune into the Zaleski Sports Show Game of the Week as 3rd and 8 here for the Polars. And snap back to Allen. Looks right. Comes across the middle. Starts to run. He's going to sprint out to his left. Sees one guy open. Ball is lofted up in the air. Owens with it. And it's a 3-yard pass completion. It'll bring up 4th down for the Polars. as Jaquan Owens came open, and we've got another Polar down, and that is quarterback Kyle Allen, and he's back to his feet now, and he's going to walk off the field as the Polars send their punt team out for the punt. Brant Bowman back to receive the kick. Had a 75-yard punt return for a touchdown just last week. And Polars are 4th and 6 from the 43, and the punt is underway. It's a line drive right to Bowman. Takes one bounce and will settle in at around the 26-yard line, and the Tigers will take over from their own 26 with 10:44 left in the first quarter. As the offense now trots out on the field for the first time tonight. First possession here upcoming for the Tigers. After a 3-and-out, and that defense again, I don't think there's enough good you can say about this Marshfield Tiger defense, especially in these early stages here this year. Krieger in the shotgun. Looks to throw to his left, pass caught and met immediately after the reception made by Joey Gadel. And that pass on the stop, number 33, Dylan Schmidt for the Polars.
Short game of 2 on the play.
Second and 12, a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 upcoming.
Loss of 1.
So 2nd and long now. Tigers on the near hash. Sprint to the right coming here for Caden Pierce. Pierce around the outside, slips through one, up the sideline and brought down. Nice bit of running there by Caden Pierce. And he is close to first down yardage out there. We'll see where they spot it. He's going to be just a couple yards short. Give him a gain of 8 on the play. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
Williams made the tackle. 3rd down.
Tigers need to get to just past the 34-yard line. Ball marked just past the 31, almost touching the 32. So 3rd and a long 2, we call it 3. 9:25 left in the first. Krieger looks to his left, takes a snap, drops back, and it's a draw to the middle of the field by Krieger, and he has just enough, 3 yards and a first down. New set of downs for the Tigers.
Gain of 3 on the play, brings it up to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Ice with the tackle.
Coming up on the 9-minute mark here, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. We'll take a look here, a pretty full Beal Stadium here today. Seeing quite a bit of orange and black even on the far side, so a lot of Tiger fans here. Krieger drops back to pass. He's going to fire it deep over here to Pierce. Pierce with the catch at the 50-yard line. And the penalty marker in the backfield, and Krieger's not moving. It looks like that's going to be on Marshfield, and that play will not stand. It was a nice 15-yard pass play from Krieger to Pierce, but a holding call will negate that, and it'll be 1st and 20 for Marshfield. So 1st and 20 now from the 25 after the hold. Nice up and out ran there by Pierce. Got himself open. Did a nice job leaning inside before breaking back here to the outside, and the pass is on the money. The holding play makes it all a distant memory now, as it never happened. 8:35 left in the first. Marshfield on their opening possession. Hortonville with the ball first. 3-and-out punt. Here's a handoff up the middle to Bowman. Bowman slips one, spins around on his feet, and he's across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 11-yard run by Brant Bowman.
Gain of 17 on the play.
Which reminds me, make sure to
It's 2nd and 8.
go out to Facebook on Sunday afternoon and vote for your favorite Zaleski Sports Show 3 to see. It's where we count down the top 4 highlights of the week. And Brant Bowman was our winner last week, along with third place finisher Justin Stanek, 2 Tigers in the top 3. And we'll have a few more highlights for you to choose from. That all comes out on Sunday afternoon. Krieger back to pass here, fires out to the outside. And that's caught just across the 45, and that'll be good for a first down as Isaac Meverden with the catch.
Meverden with the catch for a Tiger first down.
Krieger 2 for 2 here early, and now that holding penalty is a distant memory as first down accomplished, and Tigers nearing midfield here with 7:35 left to go in the first. See what they do here as number 24, Preston Wagner, comes out here to the near side. Essentially 4 receivers here in the mix, and it's a option. Krieger keeps up the middle. He's going to gain 3 on the play. I'm not even sure if that was a run-pass option, but more of a just an option. An option that I think Krieger was going to keep the whole way anyway. Just my guess, though. 2nd and 7. Still Marshfield on their own side of the field, just on the 49-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Across the 50. Banging forward for a first down. Isaiah Byrle punches his way through. And an 8-yard pickup for Byrle.
Buckman made the tackle. Ball's placed at Hortonville's 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
Nice piece of running there by Mr. Byrle. Gets Tigers another fresh set of downs, and the first time today in Polar territory. Krieger backs on either side of him. Option here, sprints out to his right. He's going to have to evade one, does, lines up the throw, and that is going to be intercepted. Throw down the sideline, intercepted by Logan Grossman. And a big hit down here on the sideline after the interception by Krieger, so a little consolation for the Tigers. Get a ooh and an ah out of the crowd, but it's a turnover for the Tigers. In Hortonville now with good field position. They started from the 40. On their first drive. And they're going to start from the 37-yard line here on drive number 2, so essentially the same. See if they can do better than their 3 and out just a few minutes ago. As again, Krieger was looking to find somebody. Threw it up for Wagner. Wagner ended up coming back for the ball. Krieger threw it to where he was, an interception, but a big play again here for the Tigers defense. It's Zalewski back here on the carry. See if we can get a number here, but it looked like it was number 38, Ben Gust, on the tackle. Schwannebeck, Osterman, and Steins being credited here in stadium with the tackle, so we'll go with that. That sounds reasonable to me. So loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. 5:30 left to go in the first. Allen back, calls for it, steps back to pass. Quick pass out here, and that's going to be caught, and caught for a first down. Josh Geese here on the catch. Josh Geese, my apologies. And the first down, gain of 12 on the play, about 13 actually. Got a yard and a half past what they needed for the first down. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Polar Bears. Geese again lined up to the near side. Owens split near on the far side. Allen back with it. And he's going to pass it out here to Geese. Geese's got a step, and it went through his fingers. Geese had a step, and if it doesn't go through his fingers, it's a touchdown. Polar Bears. Riley Bushak on the coverage. Beat on the play. And the pass just missed. Just missed 6 right there, did Hortonville. Second and 10 here as Allen, pistol formation again. He's got one running back up, and it's a handoff here to Valevsky. Valevsky keeps his feet rolling, and a herd of Tigers on a 3-yard gain by Valevsky, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up for the Bowlers.
Gain of about 2 on the play. 3rd and 8. Science tackle.
All right, now it's good again. Did you have something wrong?
Again, another pass play here. Allen off to the right here, and that's going to miss down the sideline. That was a sideline route ran there by Giese, and the pass too short and too far out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Bowlers. And make sure it's all plugged in. Punt team on here for the Polars as the ball is right at midfield on the 50. Sprint out here again to the right, going to punt to the corner. Bowman gives chase, and that ball is going to roll out of bounds near the 10-yard line. See where the official spot comes here as the Tigers begin offensive possession number 2. And again, nice job there by the Tiger defense. Gave up 1 first down and then clamped down on the Polar Bears. Actually going to mark the ball on the 15-yard line. Tigers started back on the 26, their last possession. Now backed up to the 15. See what they're able to do with it here with 4:09 left in the first. Handoff here and a spin by Bowman. Get him a few. As the mark comes in here at the 18-yard line, 3 yards on the carry by Bowman.
And 4, 2nd down. Leicester made the tackle.
Second and 6 on the scoreboard here for the Tigers. Krieger looks out to the left, passes there. Catch made, dances around with it, does Gadel. Gadel brought down at the 25-yard line. And that'll be close to first down yardage on a 6-yard pass play by Gadel. And the first down is signaled for the Tigers. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the first. It's a 1st and 10 for Marshfield on their own 25-yard line. Pierce in motion, gets it. Follows blocks to the outside, gets to the corner, and then finally brought down by number 24, Bryce Smith. Gain of looks like 1, all that running. Going to give him 2 yards on the carry. Gain of 2 with 2:30 left here in the first. 2nd and 8 for Marshfield. Bowman in motion. Krieger keeps. Defense followed Bowman, and they're going to pay for it here as Ryan Krieger takes off. He's to the 30, the 20. Krieger's going to go the distance. It's a Marshfield Tiger 73-yard Ryan Krieger touchdown. Take a look here at Krieger now as the offense stays on the field, and now Krieger comes off as the coaching staff on the field calls for 1. And we see Krieger here come in on the sidelines, and good job there by Krieger as he's able to go 73 yards for the distance. And a touchdown, Marshfield. Mason Coffrin on for the point after attempt. The kick is up and away, and the signal is good. So we are going to take a quick timeout here with 2:07 left in the first quarter. Marshfield 7, Hortonville nothing. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together. Partners Bank.
Back here in Marshfield, and a stir through the crowd and a buzz after Ryan Krieger buzzed 73 yards down the field on a option run, and the defense followed Bowman. They followed him all the way here to the near side, and the rest of that far side of the field was wide open, and that's why you do the option. That's why you do the play action. Catch that defense off balance, and the Polar Bears were caught off balance, and it's 7-0 Marshfield. Carfin back to kick. Owens and Valevsky back deep. Valevsky will take it. Owens will start in front of him. And Valevsky met there and brought down right away by Emmett Meisner, number 29. Emmett Meisner with the big tackle there. And that'll put the Polars deep in Marshfield territory here to start their third drive of the game. 15-yard line is the official starting position here of drive number 3 for the Polars. Giese deep here to the near side. Owens put in motion. Owens with the carry around. He's got a lot of room to run out here as the Tiger defense collapses down. He slipped around the corner and was hauled down by Alex Steins. And a gain of 4 for Owens.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6 upcoming as we draw our first quarter to a close. 1.5. 1.5 left here in the first quarter. 2nd down here for the Polars. Allen lifts a leg, sends one in motion, calls for it, gets a snap here. Valevsky up the middle, running hard, still on his feet, and finally brought down at the 27-yard line. Number 16, Bentley Schwanebeck in on the tackle, but a first down for the Polars. 8-yard run for Valevsky. Here. So a fresh set of downs here for the Polars at their own 28-yard line. One in motion. Allen has it, gives it to Valevsky up the left side. And he is going to be brought down after a gain of 5 on the play. So back-to-back good runs by Valevsky. 8-yard run on 2nd down, gets a new set of downs, and then a 5-yard run on 1st down. And a manageable 2nd and 5 here for the Polars. 35 seconds left before the end of the first quarter. Again, you are watching live high school sports here with Jason from the Zaleski Sports Show, glad to bring it to you with the help of our good friends at Tri-Media. Valevsky around the corner again, getting good yardage out to that left side, and another big run, 6-yard run, and a first down. See if that's our final play here of the first quarter, but the last 3 runs by Brandon Valevsky went for 8, 5, and 6. So Polars finding some running room here late in the first quarter against this Tiger defense. And it looks like they are going to let the clock come all the way down to zeros here, and so we will end the, well, hold on. A penalty flag was just thrown as the game clock expired. Let's see what that flag is, but it looks like they may even call it delay a game. The game clock was at 25 seconds, and that is depending on a judgment, and in high school sports, that's what it is. It's a judgment on the play clock, and the referees are going to talk about it here, and we will stay here with you here as we figure out what in the world the penalty was all about. But the only thing it really could be is a delay of game, and they're right at midfield here talking about it. So we will just take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back. Marshfield 7, Hortonville 0, second quarter upcoming. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive. All right, back here in Marshfield, and as I suspected, they waved off that penalty. Like I said, it's a judgment call here in high school sports. It's not an official play clock. So a judgment call was made, and then meeting was had. And that's what I would have called. I would have just said let them go to the end of the quarter. And that's where we are now. We're now at the start of the second quarter here in Marshfield. Tigers 7, Polar Bears yet to score. It's 1st and 10 for the Polars from their own 39-yard line. And we are set to be underway here for football again at Beal Stadium. As in motion goes Valevsky. He's going to go to the outside of the line. In motion again is Schmidt. And the handoff to Valevsky, and he's met in the backfield again by number 51, Alex Steins. And sometimes people ask, what in the world, Jason, do you know about sports? Well, I happen to have Mr. Steins on our pregame show, so maybe I know a little bit. Anyway, 2-yard gain there by Valevsky, and his string of long runs has been stopped. 8, 5, 6, and now 2, his last 4 run totals. 2nd and 9, or a long 8 upcoming here for Allen and his Polar Bears. Pass here, and down the sideline it comes to Owens. Owens tracked well, but he makes the catch down at the 25-yard line. A 35-yard pass play from Allen to Owens, and the Polar Bears are in business. They've been testing this side here and missed a couple times, but they got one past Caleb Specht there. And a big pass play for the Polar Bears, and they are 1st and 10 from the Marshfield 27-yard line. See now what the highly touted Marshfield defense has to say about that, as they were just raked for 35 yards. Nice route here by Giese to the end zone, the post, and it's a touchdown. Polar Bears, very nice route there by Josh Giese. And Giese made it look easy, a 27-yard touchdown reception. And the Polar Bears are on the board. And nice work there overall by the Polar Bears as back-to-back passes take them all the way down the field. For 6, extra point crew is on the field for the Polars. Snap, the hold is down, it's blocked. Blocked extra point. Hits right off the chest of number 7, Jackson Ott. And Marshfield retains the lead after the touchdown. We'll be right back here for Marshfield's next possession. Tigers are up 7-6. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed? All right, back here in Marshfield, as we just saw the Polar Bears go on an 85-yard drive, most of it in 2 pass plays, and a touchdown made by Josh Geese on the 27-yard reception from Polar Bear quarterback Kyle Allen. And then the extra point was blocked, so we're 7-6 here, early stages in the second quarter. Kick return there, taken by Sam Hinson. Hinson up with it, spun around and down at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will start possession number 3 of the first half. And thank you for joining us here on this great night for football. Any little breeze we had seems to have slipped away here, and mostly overcast skies as we take a look at the Little Sprouts Learning Garden radar. Again, if you are looking for a place for your Little Tykes and Half Pints, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is ready for you. Give my friend Brooke out there a call or visit her on Facebook. That's usually where I get a hold of her. And find out where you can take your little kids while the big ones are off at school, or maybe you just need a few days off here every now and then from the kids. As Pierce here comes to the outside, and it looks like a gain of none, maybe 1 on the carry by Pierce. So no real threat of rain. They had maybe called for some rain earlier in the day, but that turned out to not be the case. Rain almost looks to be guaranteed tomorrow, though. Plenty of humidity out here, but again, nice day for football. And a nice day to hang out with us here and watch the game. Watch live high school football here in Marshfield, Wisconsin. We appreciate you all joining in and taking good care of us here as we watch a lot of good football. Take a look at scores from around the area. Edgar up 17-0, 9 minutes there in the second quarter. That pass overthrown by Krieger as Meverden had broke away just a bit, but he was in double coverage there. Krieger had to throw it out ahead of him. Again, Edgar, number 1 ranked Edgar Wildcats over the Tomahawk Hatchets, 17-0. Game action at 8:35 left to go before halftime. We are 10 minutes to go before halftime, and it's a 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. As the crowd begins to make some noise here, urging on their offense. Bowman in motion. And Bowman, no. Krieger keeps, and he's hauled down almost in the backfield, brought down by Tyler Sanofsky, senior defensive lineman for the Polar Bears, and that'll bring up 4th down for Marshfield.
14 on the play, 4th and 8. 4th and 8.
We're going to give Krieger 1 in that last play. We'll give him 1. Still going to bring up a 4th and long. Punt team entering the field now for Marshfield. Punt is away as the Krieger was under pressure there in the backfield. Did get the ball away and then safely brought in by Caleb Williams, number 11, and the Polars will start at the 36-yard line as they will begin possession number 4 of the first half. They've started at the 40, the 31, the 15, and now the 36. Allen will get the Polar Bear offense set here. 2 receivers split wide. One now in motion, comes in front here. He's going to lead block for Valevsky. And Valevsky wrapped up there in the backfield. Gain of a couple as we see number 81, Alex Werman, on the stop. Gain of a couple there, brings up 2nd and 8. Allen here looking again to the outside, fires deep down here to Owens. Owens double covered, comes down with it. Did a nice job of turning and then using his body as a shield against the defense. And another nice throw and catch by the Polar Bears, and they're in action again. 31-yard pass play there, Allen to Owens, and that's been a good connection here for the Polar Bears in the second quarter. 8:18 left to go here before halftime, and it's 1st and 10 from the 31. Valevsky up the middle, run into a couple of Tigers there, and brought down by a few, a gain of 4 on the play for Valevsky. As we see the clock wind behind the Hortonville Polar Bears, 7:50 and counting. 2nd and 6 upcoming for Hortonville. Giese and Owens split wide to the near side. Valevsky behind Allen. And the hand goes to Valevsky, and he's met in the backfield there. Shrugs one off. Feet still moving, dragging Tigers with him. What an effort. What an effort by Brandon Valevsky. And a first down. 10-yard carry, 11-yard carry. Well, give him 10 yards. 10-yard carry on the play. And he made 9 of those yards with 2 or 3 Tigers hanging off of him. Nice piece of running there by Valevsky. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 18 as we see the Polars come to the line here. Again, Owens all the way to the near side here, split wide. Handoff again up the middle to Valevsky. He's got a hole, and he's going to race to the end zone, and he's in for a Polars touchdown. Easily done there by Brandon Valevsky on the 18-yard run. Had a hole immediately as he got the handoff, and then it was a race to the corner. And the race won by Valevsky as he scores 6 for a Hortonville touchdown. Touchdown scored with 7:01 here before half. And now a nervous energy here in Marshfield as the Polars take their first lead. 12-7, extra point upcoming. Snap is back, hold is down. And the kick is through. An early whistle there, but they're going to let the kick fly through. And it's a 7-point score there for Hortonville. As we take a look with 7:01 left here before halftime, it's Hortonville 13, Marshfield 7.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today. Good property damage.
I'm Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers. My name is
Back-to-back big drives for the Polars here in the second quarter. The first for 85 yards, the second for 64 yards. Both touchdown drives, and it's 13-7 Hortonville as the kick here taken at the 23-yard line. And around the corner, finally brought down at the 30. Isaiah Byrell ran up to catch that one, and that's where the Marshfield Tigers will start here. Looks like they're going to spot it just short of the 30 on the 29-yard line. And we keep an eye on scores around the area. Spash out at Kimberly. Kimberly lost their first game of the season, lost their first game in a million years, and then beat up on Rapids last week, and now Spash heads out to Kimberly today. And I mentioned before, we've also got Tomahawk visiting the number 1 ranked Edgar Wildcats. Handoff here up the middle. Nice piece of running there by Isaiah Byrell as he gains 6 on first down. Flag on the play. We'll see if this stands. I didn't see anything while the play was live, but it looks like Krieger is heading back, and it's a hold on Marshfield, and they will redo first down from the 19 instead of the 29. Marshfield able to overcome the holding penalty the last time one happened, and eventually able to score a touchdown at the end of that drive. See if they can duplicate that effort as they're down here 13-7 with 6:40 to go before half. Take a look here over in Edgar, 3:38 to go. Wildcats with the ball, up 17-0. Marshfield with the ball here, end around coming this way, strung out all the way, and we'll see if there's any gain able to be made by number 21, Sam Hinson, on the play. And it looks like gain of 1 on the carry.
Dietrich with the stop. Will be on the play, second down.
Second and 13 upcoming here. 5:45 to go. Run around the outside here by Pierce. Pierce pushes the way down the sideline, and he's out for a Tiger first down. Up to the 41. It's a 14-yard run. 14-yard run by Caden Pierce. Nice piece of work there and a new set of downs for the Tigers. They did this again, like I said, the last time they had a holding penalty, deep in their own territory. Able to come back here as we look at Denny Gadel roaming the sideline down here, and he's got his Tigers all fired up. He's fired up, but I guess I would say, when isn't he? Love the intensity by Tiger head coach Denny Gadel. Krieger here with the ball, stops back to pass. Sees Bowman here on the near side, catches it at the 47, across the 50, and he's dragged down at the 46-yard line, the Polar 46. Gain of 15 on the pass. Tigers now with a little bit of pace in their offense and starting to maybe get some things clicking here. They had it clicking on that first play of the drive, but the penalty was called. But they've picked up the intensity here, picked up their action as we come down to about 5 minutes to go before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Tigers from the Polar Bears 47. Krieger back, Byrell with him. Back to pass. Byrell picks up the block. Nice job there. Krieger steps aside of one, outside of another. Fancy footwork by Ryan Krieger, and that's going to earn him an 8-yard run on first down. Krieger put that Polar Bear on skates. Usually a move reserved for a basketball player. Wintertime, Krieger occupies himself with hockey. It's a deke in hockey. And another reason, folks, you're out there watching this right now to tell your kids, or if kids, you're playing sports, Ryan Krieger is your reason to play sports all year long. Gets you to be a fine-tuned athlete. Keeps you active all year long. Keeps you fresh. That way you're not mentally worn out by that one sport. Get out here and play some sports, kids. Krieger up the middle with the Byrell up the middle with the handoff. Gain of 2, and that'll push the chains forward again here for the Tigers. Up to the Polar 36-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go before halftime. And again, one sport athletes, maybe you got a reason. I don't know. I don't buy it. Get out there and play some sports. Try some different ones. Do them all. Have fun. And I'll tell you right now, your favorite sport is fill in the blank. The other ones will help get you tuned up and ready for that sport. They'll make you a better player overall. Shotgun snap here. Krieger, play action pass, and he is under intense pressure here. Runs all the way back across the Polar Bear 44-yard line. Fakes one out, gets him in the air. Krieger up the middle, cutting back in. Ryan Krieger, are you kidding me? All the way down to the 7-yard line is Ryan Krieger, a 19-yard gain by Mr. Do-It-All, Ryan Krieger. Amazing. Again, that'll cause me to remind you to go out and pick up your edition of the On Focus Zaleski Sports Fall Sports Magazine. Ryan Krieger on the cover, and that's why. And we're going to have a timeout here, Marshfield, as Krieger might have been a little bit winded on the play. 3:16 to go, Marshfield down 13-7, threatening here before halftime.
Family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, family owned.
Earlier in the broadcast, you heard me mention the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to See. That's where we compile the top 4 highlights from all over the place, and we let you vote on them. And then we show the top 3 vote getters. Ryan Krieger just had a 3 to See, and you show me one highlight that's going to beat that one. Man, oh man. 3-sport athlete, good kid, a friend to anybody. Ryan Krieger making it happen here on the football field today. Wow. All right, 1st and goal from the 8, 3:16 to go before half. Tigers 8 yards away from tying the game here just before halftime. Krieger now under center after the Marshfield timeout. Hand off to Bowman. Bowman's going to sprint all the way to the outside. He's around the corner. Brandon Bowman to the pylon, and a touchdown, Marshfield. Eight-yard touchdown sprint by Brant Bowman. Tie game, 13-all. 3:09 left before halftime. Good call there by Coach Denny Gadel. Took a timeout after his quarterback ran. I mean, literally, folks, essentially he ran probably close to 100 yards as he sprinted backwards before that play, ran side to side, cut back in the middle. We'll calculate that. We'll bring out one of our science experts and a math whiz. We'll calculate that, but my guess is that was a 100-yard run. That went 19. Extra point by Mason Coffrin is up and good. Tigers retake the lead. 14-13, 3:09 left before half. We'll be back for the Marshfield kickoff after this.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better.
We'll tell. Back here in Marshfield, we take a look now down on the field as the Tigers just about set for kickoff here. We take a look at the Marshfield student section. A crowd of buzz here after that nice 71-yard touchdown drive for the Tigers. Really, it was 81 yards if you count the penalty. You can't, but it's just the way it happens. And all made possible by a simply dazzling 19-yard run by Ryan Krieger. Cook-off here back to Valevsky. Didn't quite see the numbers he took off here as he bounces around down there. That is Valevsky with it. Ball was on the ground momentarily. Looked like it was scooped back up by Hortonville. And Hortonville will start this possession on their 22-yard line.
Hortonville making the tackle. Ball placed at the 22-yard line. First and 10 for Hortonville.
3:01 to go here before half. Marshfield 14, Hortonville 13. And that's exactly why we picked this one as our Zaleski Sports Show Game of the Week. We think this is going to be good from start to end. Allen back to pass again. Polar Bears with passing success. Your Tigers maybe not quite ready for this passing game. I'm not sure, but Polars have found something they liked and it's worked. They've been able to pass the ball on this Tiger defense, especially here in the second quarter. That pass incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 22. 2:57 left before half. Allen with the handoff here to Valevsky. Comes near side. Got one guy to beat, and there's going to be a hold in the backfield. Hold on the Polars, and this play will not count. Holding call is given. Saw it from up here. I'm sure they saw it from down there. Redo second down. It'll be 2nd and long. 2:47 left before half. Tigers with 2 timeouts left. See if they're in a spot where they're able to use them. And you figure that could happen here with a 2nd and long here before half.
Ball placed inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. There will be
So 2nd down now, 2nd and long from the Hortonville own 9-yard line, 2nd and 20. Again, 2:47 left. Allen with it, drops back to pass, fires out quick here to the right. That pass caught. Geezy out on the far side with the catch. Pickup of about 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Geezy with the catch. Ball placed at the 20-yard line.
Nice piece of quarterbacking here by Allen here in this game. 6 for 9. Only 3 incompletions. Touchdown pass to his credit. 2:15 as the clock winds. 3rd and 12 for Hortonville. Allen looks over the Tiger defense. Tiger defense is ready. Drops back to pass again. Geezy running down the middle field, and he is brought down. Allen is brought down. And that is number 51 for the Marshfield Tigers, Alex Steins, with the sack. And a timeout called by Denny Gato. We'll stay here as we are under 2 minutes to play, 1:55 to go, and Marshfield will get the ball back. They'll have a timeout under their belt to use as well, and the 1:55 is not a daunting task at all for Marshfield. We'll see where they're able to get the ball after the punt upcoming here by Hortonville. But Alex Steins doing the job here for the defense as he hauled down Allen on his way back to pass. Didn't really have anybody open. Defensive backs there for Marshfield gave their defensive line extra time, and Alex Stein said, "Thank you, sir," and Allen went down. 4th and 21, ball on the 11, 1:55 here to go before halftime. Take a look around the area again. We've got a halftime score up in Edgar. Edgar 23, Tomahawk nothing. Now, this is tough to say when you're up 23-0, but our guy Steve Maves on the call up there and his production crew telling me that Edgar not looked that well. So how about that? Don't look that well and you're handling your opponent 23-0. That's something to be said. Bowman stands on the Polars' 39-yard line. See if he's able to take the punt from there. Looks like Meverton also with him on the far side. And the ball kicked right over there as Meverton fields it. He's across the 30. Sprints around here to the outside. He takes a wide path here on the outside, and he's dragged down, lost a few as he turned around. Marshfield's actually going to start from the 33. Meverton at one point headed up to the 20, 29, maybe even the 28 as he started to backpedal and run around and backwards. The Tigers within striking distance here as their defense bucked up to the challenge here late in the second half. 1:44 to go before halftime. Mason Coffrin here lingering on the sidelines somewhere as he's getting his leg warm, perhaps for a field goal. Tigers rather have a touchdown. They would take either. See what they're able to do here as Krieger in the shotgun. Byro with him. Hand off to Byro up the middle, and he's going to be met and spun around and down there. Bryce Smith on the tackle for Hortonville. Gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6 with a minute and a half left. And nice play there, out with it and out of bounds as Preston Wagner stops the clock with a minute 18 left to play and down to the 22-yard line. Was that a pass? Nice pass play there by Ryan Krieger. Krieger now 5 for 7 on the evening. And it's 1st and 10 from the 21. 1:18 before half. Marshfield up by 1, 14-13. Blocked extra point by the Polars, the difference right now. Krieger back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to run from it with there. He's chased from behind. He sprints around the corner, runs over one. Ryan Krieger down to about the 7-yard line. Haul him down at the 9. A gain of 12. Gain of 12 on the play. Krieger doing work here for the Tigers. And ball officially spotted on the 9. So 1st and goal, and we are 1 minute before halftime. Krieger. Pierce with it. Pierce up the middle. Sprints ahead for a Tiger touchdown. Caden Pierce. Caden Pierce with a flat-out sprint up the middle. And we take a look at him, and the rest of the Tigers coming back here to the sideline. Nice piece of work there by Caden Pierce as he jumps and hops his way here towards the Tiger faithful as they ring out cheers for their Tigers. 52 seconds to go before half. Marshfield 20, Hortonville 13. Extra point by Mason Coffrin upcoming. The hold is down, the kick is up and good. And we'll keep an eye here on Mr. Pierce and the rest of the Tigers here on the sidelines as we keep it right here. As the Tigers now up 21-13. And a nice drive there, 33-yard drive. Defense did a nice job by giving the Tigers the ball back, and they gave them back the ball in perfect field position. Only had 33 yards to go. And 5 plays later, it's a touchdown. Polar Bears with all 3 timeouts left. I don't know if I were them. That's depending on where they get this kick here, that could all determine it as the breeze kicks up here a little bit. Wind blowing right into Coffrin's face. And where they get possession here is going to tell us whether they're going to try to manufacture some points of their own here before halftime. 52 seconds and 3 timeouts. It can be done, especially if the field position's favorable. So we'll see. Coffrin got his commands from the coaching staff. See if he tries to loft one up in the air maybe and get his return team down there. I don't know. Coffrin's got a big leg, so we'll see. He can kick through this wind, I know it. We'll see what he does here. Crawford with the running start, kicks the ball from the 40, line drive kick, and Giese with it down at around the 8-yard line. I'm Valevsky with it. And Valevsky down the sideline. Coffin chases, and Coffin runs into him. But he runs into him after a big return, and that will be all systems go for the Polars with 44 seconds and a pocket full of 3 timeouts from their own 42-yard line. The wind at their backs. Wind at their backs and all kinds of options now. Tiger defense, no time to rest. Up 21-13. But Allen here has been potent with the passing attack. Another pass here is knocked away. Knocked away. Joey Gadel on the coverage and pass incomplete on first down. Second and 10, another pass upcoming for Hortonville. You can book it. Just see if they're able to get me to write something in my book here on a completed pass. Owen split out here to the near side. Giese to the far side. Valevsky blocks for Allen. Allen sprints out here to his left, and he's going to throw the ball here to Owens out of bounds. And all kinds of coverage on the play there. Brant Bowman, one of them, diving into Owens here on the sideline, and the pass is incomplete to Jaquan Owens, and it's 3rd and 10, Hortonville. Pass was not catchable. There was no way that was going to be brought down inbounds, yet Tigers were on the pursuit the whole way. Coach Gadel tells his offense to get ready. No timeouts, though, for the Tigers. See if Polars here attempt just to wind the clock and put the ball on the ground. They do not. Allen draws back to pass. Got one guy open deep down the middle. Another one here on the sideline. And that's Valevsky, Brandon Valevsky. And he's going to be brought down at the Marshfield 39-yard line with 25 seconds to go.
Tackled by Ott at the 39-yard line of the Tigers.
19-yard pass play. Allen to Valevsky. And Hortonville in Marshfield territory. Still with all 3 timeouts. They got the whole field here to choose from. As the Tiger defense looks to hold before halftime and hold the score at Marshfield 21, Hortonville 13. Allen again drops back to pass. A trio of receivers running deep. Throws this one to Giese in the end zone. Overthrown. Good coverage there by the Tigers. Safety deep. Corners running with them. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pass number 11 in the first half for Kyle Allen. And if you didn't know, in Central Wisconsin high school football, that's a lot. But they've been a passing team, especially here in the second quarter. 7 for 11 is Allen, only his 4th incompletion there as it drops back to pass here again. Giese, nice sideline route there by Josh Giese, and another 12-yard pickup for Hortonville, and systematically marching down the field here. They're down to the 27-yard line, 14 seconds here to go before halftime. Tigers perhaps with the clock on their side. Any completion, though, in the middle of the field will get a quick timeout by Hortonville, so they still have the whole field here to play with, as they've got timeouts yet to use. Allen with it, drops back to pass. Giese down the sideline. He's got a step there, up for it, and the pass is broken up. Giese had a step, had a window there to catch that ball. Allen with a nice pass. Pass broken up in the corner of the end zone. And 8 seconds now before halftime. Polars with 1 play for sure left, maybe 2. See what they're able to do here on 2nd and 10. Take a look now here from the side field of view. We got 2 cameras working tonight. Thanks to our sponsors for that. Allen drops back to pass. That pass overthrown. 4 seconds left, so Hortonville with 1 play left here before halftime. as it's 3rd and 10 from the Marshfield 27. Allen on the sideline talking to the coach. Talking to Coach Colasso over there and getting his play. Tom Colasso picks one he likes, sends Allen back on the field, and then he didn't like it and calls a timeout. So 4 seconds to go here before halftime. We'll be right back. Serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin. There you go. All right, take a look at the Marshfield Tiger students here, and plenty of them to go around, and they're going to all join as one here as the Tiger defense looks to stop this Hortonville opportunity here. There is only 4 seconds left before halftime on 3rd and 10 from the 27, and the crowd now goes into full buzz here as they start making noise for their Tiger defense. Coaching staff asks for noise. Marshfield fans to their feet as we come up to the line here with 4 seconds to go, 3rd and 10. Allen calls for it, gets the snap, draws back, fires to the end zone across the middle, pass broken up there, and falls incomplete. No interception needed as there were zeros on the clock. Allen had a guy streaking to the end zone. Looked like it was Valevsky, and the ball was tipped away just in time. And the Tigers keep the Polar Bears out of the end zone here before halftime, and they keep the score. Marshfield 21, Hortonville 13. What a finish to that half. We've got a whole other half of football left to be played here in Marshfield as we go to halftime again. The score, Marshfield 21, Hortonville 13. And then 2 or 3 others, if you gotta take a break, we'll take a break.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So.
Operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget.
Number 58, Sawyer Ameline. Number 64, Cameron Kirschbaum. Number 66, Zachary Bauer. Number 67, Logan Colby. Number 74, Aiden Brenner. Number 75, Hayden Dearman. Number 77, Riley Howard. Number 80, Mason Seidel. Number 84, Evan Jacoby. And number 86, Donovan Crowley. The assistant coaches are Bodie Crowell and Joshua Rochak. And head coach is Matt Hawley. That's your 7th grade football team. Now for the 8th grade B team. Number 11, Mitchell Scotty. Number 13, Hunter Kelhoffer. Number 16, Owen Hansen. Number 17, Luke Lemoyne. Number 22, Vaughn Colbeck. 27, Alex Westland. Number 30, Joshua Schaefer. Number 45, Malachi Schroody. Number 50, Logan Rhodes. Number 52, Benjamin Fetting. Number 57, Aiden Jonas. Number 60, Xander Edmondson. Number 64, Nicholas Spencer. Number 77, Cole Halverson. Number 78, Tyler Richardson. Number 81, Nicholas Sternweiss. Number 85, Brett Franklin. And number 87, Ryan Donovan. The coaches for the B team are Coach Twister and Coach Costa. Now for your 8th grade A team. Number 10, Carson Mattis. Number 12, Bennett Lang. Number 15, Trevor Fennell. Number 19, Evan Petch. Number 25, Elijah Colby. Number 26, Jeffrey Marsh. Number 32, Hoyt Bleskowski. Number 33, Garrett Williwick. Number 41, Benjamin Beach. Number 53, Logan Metcalf. Number 54, Andrew Marsh. Number 55, Noah Peterson. Number 56, Clifford Hansen. Number 65, Pete Brooks. Number 66, Sebastian Grant Corbett. Number 80, Marcus Meade. Number 82, Carlance Fundit. Get up and start it, Carl. There we go. Number 86, Sam Meverton. And number 88, Isaac Davis. The coaches are Coach Highfield and Coach Kroger. There's your middle school football team. Let's give them a nice round of applause as they leave the field. In the Badger Western Kentucky game, it is still 0-0 with 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Cougars are still leading 4-1 in the top of the 7th inning.
All right, back here in Marshfield as we get set for second half football. Where did we leave off? Oh, that's right, Marshfield up 21-13 over Hortonville. I knew that. I was just messing with you. Having a good time here at the game. I hope you're having a good time back at home watching. I know there's lots of you out there watching. We appreciate you all tuning in. Take a look at our halftime stats here momentarily. 57 yards rushing for Hortonville's Brendan Valevsky. He leads the way for the Polar Bears. Also a rushing touchdown. 7:01 to go in the second quarter. And for Marshfield, first half star and standout, number 4, quarterback Ryan Krieger. All kinds of rushing yards. He's well over 150 yards rushing. He's also 5 for 7 passing. He got a rushing touchdown, scored on a 73-yard romp. Brant Bowman also with a touchdown. He's got 22 yards rushing on the day. And the third touchdown by number 10, Caden Pierce. Pierce with 33 yards rushing. Scored that touchdown with 52 seconds left just before halftime to put the Tigers at 21. And again, Giese with a pass reception touchdown for Hortonville. And Valevsky with a 22-yard rush touchdown for the Polar Bears, and that's where we are now, 21-13. 2 minutes here to go yet in halftime as we keep an eye on things as we zero down towards halftime. So the start of the second half here in Marshfield. Again, thanks for joining us. Take a look at our Zaleski Sports Show live broadcast up in Edgar. We get a third quarter score up by Edgar. They were up 23-0 at halftime over the Tomahawk Hatchets. Take a peek here, as you can too. Go to ZaleskiSportsShow.com, click Live Sports. You can find our games 29-0 with 4:26 to go in the third quarter up in Edgar as the number 1 ranked Edgar Wildcats are overcoming the Tomahawk Hatchets. Maybe that's not a surprise to you, but that's what they've got going on. And again, we are at halftime here in Marshfield. And it's Marshfield 21, Hortonville 13. About to hit zeros here, and we see Coach Berg here with his special teams unit as Marshfield will receive here to start this third quarter and get the second half underway. Polars send their kick team out on the field. And Marshfield with 5 possessions in the first half, scored on 3 of them. We'll start possession number 6 here overall in the game. Hortonville, 6 possessions and 2 scores. Tiger defense did a nice job in the closing seconds here of the second quarter to keep an aggressive Hortonville air attack and their Polars out of the end zone. Couple passes to the end zone. A couple of them look really good, and Tiger defense up to the challenge to keep the Polars out of the end zone. And in the second quarter, as we are set to be underway here in the second half, the kickoff here, Francis O'Connor leans into it, squibs it up the middle, picked up there at the 30-yard line, and down around the 34-yard line is Emmett Meisner. Meisner made sure that he got the ball, secured it, and took off. So a couple yards on the return, and Tigers will start from their own 35-yard line.
Your numbers are looking purple on the scoreboard.
First and 10 from the 35. Krieger back at quarterback, sends Bowman in motion. Bowman with the ball out here to the outside. Got a couple blockers, cuts it back up the middle. Or back inside, I should say. And a gain of 5 on first down for Bowman.
Nice carry by Bowman. Takes it across the 40 to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 4. Leicester with the sack.
It'll be 2nd and 5 for Marshfield from the 41-yard line. Actually, we'll give 2nd and 4 and give him 6. 6 by Bowman on the first play here of the second half. Krieger looks to his left, snaps his head back to his right. Meverton there with the ball across the 45. Spinning yet and down to the 50-yard line. A 9-yard pass completion from Krieger to Meverton. Nice job there by Krieger to look off the defense to his left, get his head back around to the right, and finds a wide open Meverton out on the far side. Krieger handoff up the middle here to Bowman. Bowman pushes ahead. Gain of 3.5, almost 4 on the play. Bowman used his speed and momentum there to crash into the Hortonville line. Again, we had a chance to talk to Brandt earlier this week as he won our weekly top plays countdown, the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to see, and you'll see him again. All different plays now on Sunday on Facebook as Krieger under pressure here, spins out of it. He's being brought down, keeps his feet alive, keeps his feet spinning, finally brought down. He was tackled about 3 times back there. Finally is brought down on the sack, and it'll be 3rd and long upcoming for Marshfield. Again, our Zaleski Sports Show 3 to see. Take a look at Facebook. Type in Zaleski Sports and find your favorite Zaleski Sports outlet. Sunday afternoon, you'll see the top 4 plays that we found are all around Wisconsin, and then you vote for your best one. The winner announced on the weekly show on Wednesday at 5:30. You can watch the Zaleski Sports Show on Facebook, Charter Cable Channel 989, Marshfield on Focus, ZaleskiSportsShow.com, and all kinds of other places. Watch for the winner. Brant Bowman was our winner last week. I think I know who it's already going to be this week, but your vote matters. That's how it all happens here. Bowman streaks up the middle, runs over a Tiger and a Polar all at the same time. And he's going to have about a 9, give him a 9-yard gain there, and they're into Polar territory at the Hortonville 43-yard line. As Coach Gadel here is talking over, thinking about it, and he sends son Joey on the field with the play. Tigers keep their offense on the field. It's a big 4th and 3 here early, 8:50 left in the 3rd quarter. But a big play here already in the second half as the Tigers go for it from the Hortonville 43. Byrol in motion, handoff to Bowman. Bowman races up ahead, spins around, and he's got a first down. It's a 4-yard carry for Brant Bowman and a Marshfield first down. Denny Gadel kept his offense on the field, and it was worth it. The Tigers able to get a first down and keep this drive alive. Again, we started back at the 35-yard line, 42 yards into it now from the Hortonville 37, 38. Preston Wagner here to the near side. Meverton split far to the top of the screen. Pearson motion. Give is to Byrol. Byrol up the middle, met there, and regains his footing, slips a couple tackles. Byrol still on his feet, around to the outside, and Byrol with a nice run. Nice piece of work there by Isaiah Byrol, breaking tackles, breaking Polar Bear hearts, and he has got a 7-yard run on first down. 14 yards in the first half, Byral had. Adds 7 to it now. Puts the Tigers in a nice situation here on 2nd and 3 from the Hortonville 32-yard line. Krieger back to pass. Got one open out here as Pierce was coming across on an up and out. Joey Gadel was streaking down the sideline, had his man beat. Krieger didn't see him. If he does, it's probably a touchdown for the Tigers. Incomplete pass on the play. It brings up 3rd and 3. Third and 3 now, 7:25 left here in the third quarter. Pierce with the carry on the sprint right, cuts it back up, and another Marshfield Tiger first down, a gain of 4 on the play for Caden Pierce. Pierce now with 37 yards rushing on the night. Tigers keep the ball moving down to the Hortonville 25. Again, thanks for coming along for the ride today. Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show, and you're watching our Zaleski Sports Show Game of the Week, presented by Tri-Media as we watch the Marshfield Tigers take on the visiting Horton Polar Bears. Hand off here to Bowman. Bowman's going to run to the outside, slips one tackle, and is finally hauled down. Hortonville's Trevor Balboa attempted to tackle him by a shoe and able just to snag him down. A 16-yard run by Bowman. And it's 1st and goal Marshfield from the 9-yard line. 6:45 to go in the third. Marshfield here on the opening drive of the second half. Hortonville hasn't seen the ball yet in the second half. They've just seen the Tigers coming at him with the ball. Bowman now split out wide. Comes in motion. Handoff up the middle to Byral. Byral straight ahead. Runs over one. Tyler Sanalski on the tackle for Hortonville. Gain of 2 for Byral. 2nd and goal from the 7. We take a look here at the Hortonville defensive formation as the Tigers in their huddle behind them. Tigers need to get a play called here as they may be running out of time on the play clock. We almost had a play clock violation in the first half that was correctly picked up and said no thanks. Bowman with it. Bowman spins, puts his head forward, and he's into the end zone for a Marshfield Tiger touchdown. Brant Bowman with a 7-yard touchdown. Tigers keep their offense on the field for a 2-point conversion. Krieger with it, runs forward, and he's not going to make it. He's going to be stopped about a half a yard short from that 2-point conversion as the Tigers strung out the Hortonville defense from side to side. But the Tigers complete the 65-yard drive, capped off with a Brant Bowman 7-yard touchdown score. It's Marshfield 27, Hortonville 13. With new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks, our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. All right, back here in Marshfield as we take a look at the offense. And the offensive line getting a breather down there on the bench, and a well-deserved break as the offense found pay dirt on their first drive in the first half. 65-yard drive, again capped off by a 7-yard Brant Bowman touchdown. Marshfield 27, Hortonville 13. Hortonville get the ball now for the first time here in the second half. Owens and Valevsky back deep for the Polars. Mason Coffrin kicking duties here for the Tigers, and he's set as he kicks the ball from the 40. And Owens will settle under it at the 3-yard line, fumbles it back into the end zone.
And he was a little bit unsure too in other levels of football. He would have had to bring that out, but I didn't have to here. And he checks with our white hat over there just to kind of double check, hey, did I have to bring that out? And he was told no. So Polars will start from their own 20-yard line here with 5:40 left in the third quarter.
Ball placed at the 20-yard line, first and 10 for Hortonville.
If that was a punt, that would have been altogether different, as Owens and the gang would have had to scramble for the ball. Allen, handoff to Valesky, runs hard up the middle. Brought down by number 3, Nolan Hurdle. Gain of 6 on the play for Valesky. Take a look at Coach Gadel breaking down the offense here on the sidelines and talking to them about everything that just happened and what's going to happen next. Again, Coach always fired up down there on the sidelines, practice field, grocery store, the classroom, wherever you find him. Enthusiastic personality, Denny Gadel. Run for Valesky, and that's going to be near a first down. Looks like he's going to be marked just a bit short to give him 4. Well, we'll have to give him 3 on the play as it's 3rd and 1. So 3rd down upcoming here on the first drive of the second half for the Polar Bears. Marshfield defense bunches up towards the line of scrimmage. Nobody more than 5 yards back of the ball. Valesky with it, met in the backfield, and the Tigers are going to force the Polar Bears into a 4th down. A big stop there by the Marshfield defense. Nobody was further than 5 yards off the ball, and a handful of Tigers were in the backfield as Allen now comes off the field, and it's a 3 and out for Hortonville to start the second half. Again, that Marshfield Tiger defense rising to the occasion here at Beal Stadium here today. Hortonville sends number 31, Trevor Balboa, out to punt. And they've sent him out to punt here all day. Jackson Ott, number 7, drifts back. Tigers stayed in their defense. And a penalty now on the play. It looks like a delay may have been called there. I don't know if all that time came off, but Coach Gadel now sends Bowman out to return the punt. Brings Ott, well, never mind, as illegal procedure being called on the Marshfield Tigers, and that's going to result in a first down for Hortonville. It was 4th and about 3, and the 5-yard defensive penalty now keeps the defense on the field, and Hortonville with a gift of a first down here in the third quarter, 3:43 and rolling here in the third. Allen back to pass. Doesn't like what he saw as Giese rolled down the sidelines here and throws the ball out of bounds over Giese's head. Pass incomplete. Didn't really have anything open there. And as he tucked the ball down and ran as the Tigers were converging from the backside, able to run just far enough forward and get that ball out of bounds and live to fight another play. 2nd and 10 now from the 34. Valesky with it, puts his head down, and puts his head down across the 50, so the 30, the 20, and Brendan Valesky is going to go the distance. No, he's not. He's actually dragged down just on the 3-yard line. "63-yard run by Brandon Valesky.
Inside the 5-yard line.
Brandon Valesky with a 63-yard dash. And he's got his Polar Bears down to the 4-yard line. Again, we go back to that defensive penalty. The Tigers were off the field and committed a defensive penalty on 4th and 3, gave the Polar Bears a first down. And 2 plays later, Brandon Valesky sends the Polar Bears down to the 4-yard line. 3:19 left in the third. Valesky with it. Heads towards the end zone, dragged down there. Gain of a couple. as Bentley Schwanebeck-Osterman in with the tackle. 2-yard gain, and it's second and goal from the 2. Chance of defense now, ring out across Beal Stadium. You see Owen split wide to the left. Giese split wide to the right. Valevsky behind Allen in the pistol. Handoff goes to Valevsky. He jumps up, met there by the Tiger defense. And as he pushes across here, they're going to come in and see if he's crossed the plane of the goal line. Both officials come racing in from the sidelines. No call yet. The clock's still moving. And he's down. Third down. Gain of 1, maybe even 1.5 by Brendan Valevsky. And it's going to be a third and goal for Hortonville with 2:15 and counting in the third. Third and goal from the 1. Tiger fans again begin to rise to their feet here at Beal Stadium. Allen comes in from the sideline with the call. Under 2 minutes to go now in the third. Again, Owens out wide left. Giese to the near side, split out. Handoff to Valevsky. Met in the backfield. Spins forward. And still no call being made as the officials rush in here to find out what's going on. And a touchdown is signaled. Touchdown, Hortonville. Would have been hard to believe with all that momentum that he wouldn't have got in. Took just a few seconds for the officials to come racing in from the sidelines to make the call, though. And they finally called with arms stretched to the sky. Touchdown, Hortonville. Brandon Valevsky on a 1-yard plunge. 27-19, extra point upcoming. Extra point is on its way, and it is good. Extra point sent through by McKenna Gervais. And Hortonville gets to within 7 here with 1:43 left in the third. It's Marshfield 27, Hortonville 20. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. And Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show, and you're watching our Zaleski Sports Show Game of the Week, Marshfield-Hortonville. Marshfield leads 27-20. Hortonville with a touchdown here just moments ago, bringing the score to within 7, 1:43 left in the third. We'll take a look at scores again from around the area. Edgar up easily, 43-0. Running clock in the fourth quarter up in Edgar as the Wildcats over the Tomahawks. In Auburndale down 14-7. Just about the start of the fourth quarter down there as they take on Rib Lake Prentice. And Rib Lake leads again Auburndale 14-7 at the start of the fourth quarter. We're just about to the fourth quarter here in Marshfield. Again, 1:43 left in the third. Hortonville with the kick here. Brant Bowman takes it there at the 15-yard line. Bowman, a few blocks in front of him, finds a hole up here up the sideline, sprints, puts his head down, and rolls across the 40-yard line. Actually be marked down at around the 39-yard line, and that's where Marshfield will start their second drive here in the second half as they lead 27-20.
Looks like they're going to take it at the 39-yard line. First and 10 Tigers.
Run here up the middle. Nice piece of work there by Byrell. Gets the Tigers moving in a forward direction. A big 10-yard pickup. See if they give him enough for the first down. It looks like he's going to be just short, so a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 for Marshfield. Update back down in Auburndale. Rib Lake Prentice just scored. 21-7 now. Rib Lake Prentice over
the Auburndale Apaches. Under a minute to go here in the third, 2nd and 1. Bowman in motion. Krieger with it, gives to Bowman. Bowman sprints out here to the outside. Got a block. Bowman around the outside. He's got speed to burn here down the outside across the 30, across the 20. Brant Bowman down to the 17-yard line. 35-yard pickup on 2nd down for Brant Bowman. Bowman having himself a game here today. 2 touchdowns on the evening. And
Ball is placed at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10.
And Bowman just went over 100 yards. He's at 103 on the day. Under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Krieger with it. Pierce in motion. Caden Pierce with a handoff. Pushes off a 1. Around the outside. He's brought down around the corner by number 70, Jacob Buckman. And Buckman with the tackle as Caden Pierce gains a handful on the play. Give him 4. 41 yards now rushing on the day for Caden Pierce, and that'll bring an end to this third quarter as the Marshfield fans applaud in approval here of the Marshfield Tigers. Fourth quarter coming up, Marshfield 27, Hortonville 20. Team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed your... Again, good audience participation here in Marshfield. Again, big attendance here as we come upon the last season here for Beal Stadium. Been a long ride for Beal. Been a lot of great moments here. We're going to talk about those as the season goes on, but the fans again filling up here at Beal for the last time in 2018. Got 3 more home games left due to the Tigers here at Beal, and they will close it down in style. Got big plans coming. Can't tell you everything yet, but had a talk with Athletic Director Nathan Delaney earlier today, and all kinds of plans in the works. There's still time to give to the cause as the fundraising effort nears its goal, but still in need, as the $7 million limit has not quite been reached yet, so you can get a hold of folks like Ann Bozen and others. Call the school, find out how you can contribute and make the new Marshfield Athletic Complex a complete reality as the snap goes over Krieger's head, picks it up on the bounce, stops there. Face mask is going to be the call there as Krieger bent down. I don't know that the Polar Bear player meant to grab his face mask, but as Krieger's head was going down, his face mask was pulled, and that'll be a personal foul and a first down for the Tigers. And lucky for them, as the ball went over Krieger's head, he was going to be stopped probably for a big loss. Instead, it's going to be a big penalty going the other way. Personal foul is signaled here on the face mask. Again, not intentional by any means. It was just a matter of the Hortonville player was already reaching out for Krieger, and Krieger again kind of put his head down, and they face mask and hand converged. Penalty every single time though. So we're going to replay second down, I believe. Well, we shouldn't though. They just haven't flipped the marker yet. We wait here with 11:54 here in this game. Marshfield 27, Hortonville 20. Well, the down marker still says second, so 2nd and 6 from the 13. Handoff to Bowman. Bowman's got a little bit of room up the middle. He is met from behind, though. Nice tackle made there. tackle made by number 66. We don't have a name on 66 on the roster here, otherwise I'd call it out. Gain of 5 on the play, though, for Bowman. It's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 8-yard line. So 3rd and 1, 11-10 left to go here in the game. Joey Gato split far out to the left. Bowman, motion in the backfield. Handoff goes to Byrell. Byrell spins his feet, spins forward. He's across the line to gain, so it's going to be a 1st and goal upcoming for the Tigers after a gain of 3 by Isaiah Byrell. So 1st and goal from the 5 will be our situation here as we 10:50 left in the game.
Ball plays about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal.
Again, make sure to stay tuned to our post-game show. Talk to Coach Denny Gadel, and perhaps a player to be named as Bowman races with it, and he is flung forward into the end zone for a touchdown. Brant Bowman, touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown scored with 10:30 left here in the 4th quarter. And the 3rd touchdown in the game for Bowman. Bowman also with 3 touchdowns last week. And a good candidate for the Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House Player of the Game. You know a better one, send a message down below on the chat board, or send a message into the page at Zaleski Sports Show. The extra point is up and good by Coffrin, and that gives us a score of Marshfield 34, Hortonville 20. 10:30 left to the end of the game. We'll be right back.
Your loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance.
Finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers.
All right, back here in Marshfield, and again, the Tigers with another impressive drive. 61 yards on the drive, capped off again by a Brant Bowman score. Said that a few times today, actually the 3rd time I said that. 4-yard touchdown run for Bowman, and brings the score to Marshfield 34, Hortonville 20. Coffrin sends the kick away, taken there by Owens at the 10-yard line. Owens races all the way to the far side of the field and is brought down over there, and we'll get a number here as he gets a little bit closer to us. Like Bentley, Schwanebeck, Osterman there, maybe. Nice tackle, though, nonetheless. And Hortonville will start from their own 22-yard line. Second possession only here in the second half, and that's credit to the Marshfield offense, taking a lot of time off the clock, especially on their opening drive in the 3rd quarter. And the Marshfield defense, too, doing its job. So only the second drive here, and the pass out to Owens. Owens shakes a little bit, dips to the inside. He's brought down after a gain of 4 on the play. As we go back to Bowman, not only does he have 3 touchdowns today, a couple nice punt returns, and 112 yards rushing on the day. 9:50 left here in the game. Marshfield up 34-20. Allen with it, drops back to pass. Got Giese running wide open down the middle of the field. Giese puts his hands up. Allen was hit as he delivered the ball. Contact made there by number 51, Alex Steins. Steins made sure that pass was not going to be complete as contacted Allen as Allen was delivering the ball to Giese, who had a few steps here in the open. Had a touchdown early if Allen would have been able to see him. Instead, it's a 3rd and 5 from the 27-yard line. .9:41 to go here in the game. Allen calls for it, takes it, drops back to pass, looks at Giese on the outside. Giese comes back for the ball. Nice job there. 14-yard. Actually turned out to be a 9-yard pass play and good enough for a first down on the Allen to Josh Giese combination. Giese with a couple handfuls of catches here today, including one for a touchdown. Allen able to find him often here in the game. Allen drops back to pass again, being harassed in the backfield. He's brought down. Giese brought down. Brought down by Alex Wehrman. Wehrman on the sack for the Tigers. Wehrman comes off to a round of applause here. And it's 2nd and 16, 8:50 and counting from the 30-yard line. The Tigers here look to put this game on their defense from here on out. Allen again drops back to pass. Polar Bears running into each other in the middle of the field. That ball thrown into a dangerous spot there as the pass was attempted by Brandon Volavsky. Fortunately for Allen and the rest of the Polars, the two Tigers chasing Giese were not looking up for that ball, or that ball could have been intercepted. Ball just one of those that just kind of hung up in the air for a little bit too long. Does fall harmlessly to the ground. It's a final up in Edgar. Edgar takes care of the Tomahawk Hatchets 55-0. Again, we were told in the first quarter that Edgar had a slow start at 23-0, and the number 1 Edgar Wildcats finished strong to take care of Tomahawk here in week 3. Steins in on the pressure there. Forces Allen to throw early. Ball tipped up by Bentley Schwanebeck, and that'll bring up 4th down as Schwanebeck and Steins force the 4th down for Hortonville. Again, Tiger defense doing its job here. Started out the year giving up 6 points over in Oshkosh, and then giving up, 6 points here against Oshkosh, and then giving up 6 points last week to Appleton West. Giving up 20 this game. Hortonville maybe a little bit better than those teams are. Bowman here evades a couple, and finally brought down at the 43-yard line. A return of about 4 yards, and that's where Marshfield will start this drive here in the 4th quarter. 8:24 left in the game. Marshfield 34, Hortonville 20.
Check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Back here at Marshfield, and Tigers offense here, perhaps looking to run out the clock. Krieger, though, is going to step back and pass. Heaves one deep down the sideline here, and just off the fingertips of Joey Gadel. Gadel coming out of that timeout. Hortonville defense was slow getting on the field. He was completely uncovered right before the snap. Coverage finally caught up to him, though, and the ball just out of his reach. Number 11 for Hortonville here, Caleb Williams, came racing onto the field as he saw Gadel standing there by himself. Ran with him step for step down the sideline. 2nd and 10 now from the 44. Krieger puts Pierce in motion. Krieger keeps. Makes a couple guys miss. Krieger plows ahead, and he's down to the almost the 45-yard line. 11-yard gain on second down by Ryan Krieger. Got a nice night for football tonight. Another nice day for football tomorrow as the Zaleski Sports Show will take a look at the UW Stevens Point football team for the first time this year. You can catch highlights tomorrow afternoon of that game. Check out Zaleski Sports Stevens Point and Zaleski Sports Show for UW Stevens Point Pointer football highlights all year long. As Caden Pierce trips on his way here as he came racing down the 41-yard line. It'll be no gain on the carry.
No gain on the play.
Got all 10 games covered for you this year for UW Stevens Point football. And brand new head coach, Greg Breitbach. Coach Breitbach's been a coach for a while, but his first year with the Pointers. Went out to practice earlier this week. Pretty intense group out there. Probably good reason to go out and watch Pointer football on Saturdays. Bowman here with the reception out to the outside. Down around the 34-yard line, a gain of 7 on the completion. So I got Pointer football all year long. Just a short drive if you're here in Marshfield. Shorter drive if you're even closer to Point, which I know some of you are. Anywhere, though, in central Wisconsin is a good place. Edgar alum Matt Urmanski fighting for a quarterback spot. And we're told there will be no announcement on quarterback until the coin toss tomorrow. So Coach Breitbach keeping that a secret. I'm pretty sure it's Urmanski. I'll give it a 90% chance. As Bowman here with the carry. Slips up field for about a yard. That'll bring up 4th down. Tigers likely to keep their offense on the field here with under 7 minutes to go in the game. Up by 14. Time now on their side as they look to keep winding the clock. And we will actually get a timeout here by Marshfield as Coach Gadel and the crew were a little bit unsure what was happening there. So again, 6:45 left in this game. Reminder, post-game show coming up. We'll talk to Coach Denny Gadel for sure after the game and a Highlight House player to be named. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. Just one.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together. Partners.
All right, take a look at the timeout huddle there as Coach Gadel sends his offense on the field. Krieger gets the play call and heads back out on the field here for this 4th and 2 from the Hortonville 33. 6:45 to go here in the game. Marshfield up by 14. Conversion on the first down here. We go a long ways towards ending this game as Bowman takes it. Bowman with the first down. Bowman makes a man miss, and Brant Bowman is going to go for a Marshfield Tiger touchdown. And with that touchdown, Marshfield reaches 40 points for the first time this year, and Brant Bowman is going to, for the first time in his career, have a look at the Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House. Again, all that coming up post-game. Now I'll say it. We'll talk to Coach Denny Gadel, and we're going to talk to our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Brant Bowman. All that comes up post-game, so stay right here. You're going to want to hear their comments. We're going to have a little bit of fun out there. We always do in the post-game show. Get down and talk to the coach, talk to the players, get their thoughts on the game. These guys are out here having a good time. Tigers having a really good time right now, up 41-20 with 6:35 to go in the game. As the defense now will be sent back on the field to attempt to put the finishing touches here on the Polar Bears. Football left to be played, though, so we're going to keep watching. And again, you're going to keep watching because you're going to want to see the postgame show. There'll be good stuff happening out there. Good stuff happening everywhere here around Wisconsin today. And again, highlights of this game and all of our other games we're covering tonight. We've got Loyal, Spash, Edgar, Marshfield, Auburndale. Got highlights coming at you from all corners. All that will be available a couple tonight and maybe just a couple tomorrow. And the rest of them tomorrow morning. Not maybe, for sure the rest of them tomorrow morning as our highlight makers come back from places all around central Wisconsin. And they're going to take a look at they're going to give you a look at football in a way that you just don't see anywhere else. We show up to these games, folks. We cover the game from start to finish. None of this 15-second highlight on some TV channel somewhere. We give you highlights of the complete game, start to finish, post-game coverage. Talk to your favorite team's coach. Talk to the student-athletes that are making it all happen. All of it happens on the Zaleski Sports Show. 6:35 and rolling here as Volevsky takes the kick, and he's going to take it up the sideline, take it all the way up to about the 50-yard line. Nice return there by Brandon Volevsky, and keeps the Polar Bears' hearts ticking for now. No work cut out now for the Marshfield defense. They've been up to the task, though, so far today. As possession number 3, it's only the third possession here for Hortonville. Marshfield's only had 2 possessions, for crying out loud. Both of them real long drives. Things of beauty, really. Both of them Brant Bowman touchdowns as Volevsky here runs up the middle. He'll have a gain of about 7. The wind picks up just a bit here. Cloudy. No stars in the sky. Pass play there, broken up on the attempt to Giese. 19th pass of the game for Kyle Allen. 140 yards on the day for Brendan Volevsky. He's doing everything he can out there. Good effort by Mr. Volevsky today in this game. 6 minutes on the dot before the conclusion of this one. It's 3rd and 3 from the Marshfield 43. Allen hands off to Volevsky. Volevsky had a steam up the middle. Cement mixers down and over the first down marker. And got a Tiger a little bit slow to get up in. He's going to get the help of his defensive teammates is number 16, Bentley Schwanebeck-Osterman. Gain of 6 on the play for Volevsky. And whistles here, flags fly. And it's a false start at Hortonville, so they'll back up 5 more yards. Still first down. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 42. 5:45 left. Allen brings his team up to the line. Drops back to pass. Giese and Owens running here on the same side. Pass deflected and brought away is Riley Bushak. Bushak got a hand on it. Looked like he may have even attempted to one-hand it, but he shoved the ball down to the ground and incomplete pass on Kyle Allen's 20th pass of the game. Allen now 10 for 20 on the day, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. 2nd and 15 here from the 42. 5:26 to go. Allen again drops back to pass. Giese over the middle. Met there. A gain of about 7 on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd down for Hortonville. So again, 3rd down now upcoming. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6 really. Allen drops back. Deep over the middle. That ball is picked off. That is an interception Nolan Hurdle, and the Marshfield Tiger defense strikes again. As we've got a polar bear down on the ground, looks to be Brandon Valevsky. It looks like he was the intended receiver on the play. And Nolan Hurdle sprung up at around the 10-yard line, snatched that ball out of the air, and as he was coming down, landed on top of Valevsky. And Valevsky may have just got the wind knocked out of him there. He had the wind knocked out of him early in the game, back in the first quarter. But the interception there should seal things here for the Tigers with 4:48 left to play. They're up 41-20 in the game. And they're going to get Valevsky to his feet out there on the field here momentarily. Again, looked like what it looked like to me, it looked like when I got the wind knocked out of me. It looks like that is what happened out there. And Valevsky again to his feet, and he will walk off the field. And a round of applause for number 21, Hortonville Polar Bear, Brandon Valevsky. So Valevsky heads off. Krieger brings his offense on the field. Only for the third time here in the half. Tigers work the clock all second half long. We'll talk to Coach Denny Gadel about that. And flags fly here as it looked like the Tigers had motion before that ball was snapped. And they're going to walk it back 5 yards with illegal motion on the play. See if we can get a score for you out in Loyal here momentarily. So we talked to Kevin Bargander out in Loyal. Kevin Bargander, I'll get it right here. Kevin Bargander out in Loyal today, covering our Loyal Greyhound football team, and again, highlights of that will be coming to you later tonight. Check and see how the Greyhounds did. There's a short gain on the play and a timeout, Polar Bears. Going to be a second and 11 upcoming from the 10-yard line for Marshfield. Again, make sure to stay tuned to our post-game show. Talk to Tiger head coach Denny Gadel and our Zaleski Sports Show highlight house player of the game, Brant Bowman. Bowman with 4 touchdowns today. Just when you thought it was impressive, he had 3 last week. Ups his game. Cashes in 4 times today. .145 yards rushing for Mr. Bowman tonight as well. So performance worthy of a post-game interview. Bowman now with the ball. Sprints around the corner, increasing his total. Just when I thought the math was done. Races out for a 9-yard gain. And 3rd and short upcoming from the 20 for Marshfield. As we come to 4 minutes left to play here in this game. Clock just hit the 4-minute mark now, and Tigers look to keep the clock running here with a first down. It's 3rd and 1 from the 20. Handoff here up the middle. Pyle pushes forward. I don't know that he's got enough, though. As our side judge comes in, and we'll get a mark here. It's going to be close. I think he's just short. From what I can see from here, we're going to stop the clock for a measurement after the 1-yard gain. 3:40 left. Again, on behalf of Tri-Media, Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show. Trevor Zaleski producing today. And our fan favorite, Rachel Zaleski, down on the field with field level camera, getting you all the good shots, including the one you're seeing right now, is the Marshfield Tigers waiting for the chains to come out. And as soon as they do, we'll show you that nice and up close when the chains, and here the chains are on their way now. So we'll take a look along with you here as they are going to set the marker down for the measurement. And they're going to pull it tight. And boy, that's close. And a first down is signaled. A first down by a hair. By a molecule of a hair. And the Tigers will keep the clock running. It'll be 3:40. It'll be 3:39 now as our white hat tells the clock operator to roll on. As these Tigers are going to roll on to a 3-0 mark, win their first 3 games here this year, go 3-0 on the season. Got all kinds of stuff to look forward to, do the Marshfield Tigers with the big win here. They'll take on Kaukauna next on September 7th. That's a week from today. Handoff up the middle, no doing there, no gain on the play. So they'll travel to Kaukauna, take on the Galloping Ghosts on September 7th. Hortonville took care of the Ghosts last week. Kaukauna beat Wisconsin Rapids back in week 1. And pending their outcome tonight, the Tigers could face a 2-1 Kaukauna team next week. Tigers, though, are coming in 3-0. As they lead here 41-20, 3:05 left in the game. And it's going to be second and 10 from the 21-yard line as Hortonville spent their second timeout. Well, they've only got 1 remaining here in the game. As we take a look at our ball boys here, doing some acrobatics, doing some of their favorite poses and antics on the sidelines, keeping everybody entertained during a timeout. It's a pretty good job of ball boy. All right, back to football here. Again, second and 10 from the 21. 3:05 left here in the game. Marshfield looks to attempt to end the game here on this offensive possession, keep the clock going. Caden Pierce races around the outside, and he is met nicely there by number 15, Chase Hughes. And it looks like Hortonville is going to call their last timeout, and they will. We will take a timeout with them with 2:57 left. Marshfield 41, Hortonville 20.
Third down. Timeout Hortonville. Reminder that the building on a tradition of excellence, capital
Team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? All right, so Hortonville uses their last timeout here of the game. It's 3rd and 9 from the 22-yard line. Krieger with it. Hands off here. Run goes up the middle by number 21, Sam Hinson. And Hinson is brought down at the 30-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 1 from there, with the clock moving now at 2:40 and counting. Tigers likely to let this roll as far as they think they can and then call a timeout of their own and then send the punt team out, I'm assuming. There's no need to do anything crazy here, and it looks like Coach Berg and the special teams are getting ready to do just that as they assemble here on the sideline. I would expect a timeout, though, first, as the play clock, which is a judgment call here in high school football here in Wisconsin. Play clock has got to be getting close here, as a lot of time has been spent talking about this, and the flag goes there. Flag, and it'll be delay of game. Tigers not worried about that, though, either, so I guess same as a timeout, and allows them to take every last second off the clock. Again, because it's a judgment call, there's not an actual clock here showing the play clock. Coach has no idea, and I suppose if you call a timeout, you may have saved the other team 2, 3, 8 seconds. You don't know. So you let it run all the way out and then suffer the 5-yard consequence. As heat put on there by Krieger, gets the ball away. Fair caught there by Owens. Jaquan Owens with the fair catch. And Hortonville will start at their own 43-yard line with 1:59 left in the game.
Hortonville takes over there, first down.
So still a bunch of you out there watching. We appreciate you watching. We're having a good time here as this pass goes deep and about 2 steps too far. Allen led his intended receiver, TJ Payne. Payne streaking up the middle there. Had a step. Allen just outthrew him a bit. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, appreciate all you out there still hanging on and watching. We got good stuff going on. Here in the post-game show, again, we'll talk to Marshfield Tiger head coach Denny Gadel, get his thoughts on starting out 3-0, and talk to him about this game here specifically. And then we'll talk to our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Brant Bowman. All that comes up after the clock hits zeros. We're at 1:50 now. Allen steps up. He's going to run. He's going to head to the sideline to save time. And racing him out of bounds is number 49 for the Marshfield Tigers. No name on my roster here, so my apologies to parents and family at home. But out of bounds, gets clock stopped at 1:46, and into Marshfield Tiger territory are the Polar Bears. Again, Bowman's going to finish with 154 yards and 4 touchdowns. Krieger with just about 150 yards rushing. 300 yards rushing, and almost another interception by Nolan Hurdle. Hurdle had that one in his sights the whole way, overran it just a bit, and bounced off of his hands as his hands hit the ground. Pass incomplete, 2nd down upcoming. Hurdle ended the last Hortonville drive with a interception, and almost had number 2 right there. Again, ball on the Marshfield Tiger 47-yard line. 1:39 and counting now. As the pass out here slips out of the hands of number 40, TJ Payne. As that pass was delivered by number 5, Max Muthig. Muthig takes over for Allen here in the late stages of the game. Again, Allen had a nice night. Nothing wrong with his performance, but at this point here in the late stages, might as well let Muthig get a couple throws in, get the taste of game action under the Friday night lights here in Marshfield at Beal Stadium, as Owens slips, breaking out of his route, slips down at the 36-yard line, and the pass falls incomplete behind him, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that'll bring out the punt team for the Polar Bears. Balboa will head out to punt for what should be the last punt of the night by any team. With 1:32 left here in the game, Marshfield keeps their defense on the field. They'll let the ball when it is, and should it be punted, and it should be. Out now they do send Hurdle back. Still their normal defense out there. This is not the punt return team. Snap goes to Balboa. Looks like the Tigers jumped. No flag, though, as our officials kept their flags in their pocket and kept the pace of this game going, and the punt's going to settle down at the 3-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will take it from there. No timeouts left for Hortonville, so 3 kneel downs will end it here for Marshfield. They may have to run one play just to nose the ball up a couple yards to give themselves comfortable distance for the last couple kneel downs. But this will bring it to an end here. Again, thanks for joining along the ride with us. We had fun. Hope you did too. Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show. Again, highlights coming all weekend long, all kinds of stuff. Football. We had volleyball and soccer yesterday. We're going to have Rapids-Lincoln soccer highlights coming out tomorrow night. That'll be at Zaleski Sports, Wisconsin Rapids. The Zaleski Sports Show 3 to see Sunday afternoon. Look for that on Facebook. Just type in Zaleski Sports. We'll give you the 4 best highlights we found in Wisconsin. We'll show them to you. You vote, and then we'll show you the top 3, including our winner, who will announce the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to see on the show Wednesday at 5:30. You can see the show on Facebook. Focus on Marshfield, Charter Cable Channel 989, and ZaleskiSportsShow.com. All that happens on Wednesday. Tigers discombobulated here as the offense comes on the field, and they're going to have to spend a timeout to figure out who was missing. And looks like coaches counted 10 on the field for the Tigers. You could kneel down with 10, but they're going to send 11 out. So all kinds of stuff coming up. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. This is officially the start of it here, and the Tigers get to celebrate the Labor Day weekend with a win as they move to 3-0 here in the early stages of the 2018 season. Great start for the Marshfield Tigers. A lot of folks thought they'd be pretty good this year, defense in particular. A lot of people talking about the defense. They only gave up 6. Well, we got trouble here as flags come flying here as tempers flared. Couple got into it here. Dawson Hansen for Hortonville and Eric Fulls for Marshfield decided the play was not done, and they kept going after each other. Flags everywhere. That'll be half the distance. Well, it'll actually be offsetting, so it'll be no ball movement after the gain of a couple. Just something for each coach to talk about in the post game and maybe on the bus ride back to their schools. About keeping your cool here in late game situations. Just keeping your cool overall, and Coach Gadel's having that talk right now on the sideline. What better time than now? That's what I say. What better time than now? Just get it done with. Coach, if you're going to yell at me, just yell at me now. Happened to me more times than I can even remember. All right, 1:14 left, and with the offset and penalties, they're actually going to replay first down. So they called that a no play. Not sure if that was the right call. We'll talk to our resident high school football official expert, Rich Hull, about that on offsetting penalties, if that down should or shouldn't count. Under a minute to go now. Under a minute to go after Will Voss, in relief of Ryan Krieger here, carries the ball ahead for a few yards. That gives the Tigers everything they need to perform 2 kneel downs and officialize this win here in Marshfield, as the Tigers will take down the Hortonville Polar Bears 41-20. Like I said, not only are the Tigers 3-0, but they're 3-0 in conference play. That's going to go a long way. Actually, they said, technically, I got that wrong. Technically, they haven't started division play yet, as the Valley Football Association now split into 3. But the kneel down has been handled, and the Marshfield Tigers are going to be victorious here again, 41-20, as they take care of the Hortonville Polar Bears. Our Zaleski Sports Show post-game show starts here momentarily. I'll head down to the field, and we'll talk to head coach Denny Gadel and our Zaleski Sports Show highlight house player of the game, Brant Bowman. And you can watch our highlights a little bit later on tonight of this game as we put it all together for you. But you get to watch it live right now as we put the finishing touches on the highlight with our post-game interviews. So again, all that coming up and more in our post-game show. I'll see you on the field in a bit. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located just north of
making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Frio, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Frio, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera.
And I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers. My name is Marissa.
Okay.
We're going right here, Coach, is where he wants you. All right, we are here in a post-game show talking to Marshfield Tiger head coach Denny Gadel. Coach, 21-13 at halftime, close game, and you came out, essentially had 2 series in the second half, intentionally took a lot of time off the clock. Was that the strategy coming out in the second half?
Coach, I don't know if there's much strategy. Let's play football our way, and let's make our kids that do the things right for us have good successive carries and things like such. And we played within ourselves, and we played the way we had to, we can give the ball to 7 different guys on the offense, and you got to look at who's making it happen for us, and it's those 5 guys up front. I mean, they are just playing methodical, big lineman football, and it's really nice. And if you heard my quarterback out there, he stopped the whole thing right in the middle and says, "I just want to say, thanks to my linemen," and now you can see what's going on with these guys. It's just, we're getting tight and we're getting close, and the closer we get, the better we become. It's really, really fun, and we're having fun, so it's pretty cool.
Coach, 3-0, going to Kaukauna next week. Before you get there, though, you get a chance to kind of reflect on this. Labor Day is here, so you get a chance to kind of relax a little bit. You talked about your way, over 300 yards rushing. That's certainly Marshfield Tiger football. Tell us about the defense today.
The defense, I've been pumping those guys all year long, and if you see what's going on and you see guys coming at you from all over the place, you get blinded by what they're doing. I mean, we are really quick, and we're making things happen. We're not real big, but we're going to get under your skin. And you saw a couple of them big guys grabbing our guys and just whipping them because they're getting mad, So we're going to be in your shorts, and we're going to be all over you. But that's kind of the way we're running things. And Len and the staff that he's got going over there on the defense side, they're making things happen, and it keeps us in the game. They stop them, they punt them, we get the ball in good field position, and we score. And we got to do our thing, they do their thing, and man, we're having fun right now. So we'll keep it going as best we can, and make it work.
All right, folks, here he is, Coach Denny Gadel, 3-0, Marshfield Tigers, heading to Kaukauna. Coach, nice job tonight.
You bet. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
All right, we're going to trade places with you here. We're going to bring in Brant. It's like I just saw you a couple days ago, and holy man, here you are again. So we're here talking with our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Brant Bowman. Brant, 154 yards rushing today, 4 touchdowns. What made that all happen?
It was our line. Our line did all of it. They gave me great holes, and I love following the line, and they're great.
Defensive performance today, we'll back it up a little bit. Defense led up 6 points in the first game, 6 points last week, 20 points today, but that was enough. Offense put up 41. Talk about the defensive effort.
We got a great defense. They always give us the ball back when we need it, and they just do a great job every time. Every game, they're always coming in clutch.
Close game at halftime. What did Coach say at halftime? They got you guys ready for the second half.
Just play like we are, execute, and we said before the game, if we execute, we'll be good.
I don't know if you have a chance to watch Ryan Krieger. I mean, obviously you're on the field with him. Sometimes you're on the sidelines. But he does things that are almost unnatural out there, including a big run in the second quarter that seemed like it lasted about a minute as he was scrambling right about here, turn around back the other way. What about Ryan makes him such a good leader on the team?
He's just a great leader. Everything he does, he's always positive. If someone gets in a fight, he'll tell you to stop. And he's always a great leader, tells you the right thing to do.
Yeah, okay, excellent. All right, so our camera right up here in the second window. So you're a Highlight House player of the game. So I'm going to give you the microphone. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, then I'm in the house, okay? All right, but make it special, make it fun. You can do whatever you want. Some people act really strange and goofy, but you can do that if you want. So these guys know. These guys know. All right. So, all right, I'm just going to step aside. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, and it's right up at the camera there, okay? And
all right.
I'm in the house.
All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I'm in the house.
Nice job tonight, all right? Thank you. Good job. Good job. All right, guys, there it is. Post-game show. Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show, and heard a lot from Coach Gadel about Tiger football, doing things their way, doing what they want to do, and they did it all tonight en route to a 41-20 win over the Hortonville Polar Bears. On to Kaukauna next week. That's September 7th. Again, highlights of this game and many others at any Zaleski Sports Show portal out there that's on Facebook. You can also, at ZaleskiSportsShow.com, check out those highlights on the website. We got them all coming to you. Loyal, Edgar, Auburndale, this game here in Marshfield, Rapids Lincoln soccer tomorrow, UW Stevens Point football. Zaleski Sports Show is Wisconsin's sports leader, and you are watching the Zaleski Sports Show. See you next time.